So, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you. We're going to watch and react to the Erik ten Hag press conference, the special press conference, the unveiling that will be taking place in about 5 minutes' time. Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for joining us, guys. Jonathan Gallagher, how's you, bro? Batman Night fans in the gaff. Ulf793, how you doing? Scott Corden, Kate Cadet, Sev the Panda, Fire Up, Fung Sire. Everybody else as well, thanks for getting in here this morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Do us a favour at the start of this show, guys. Smash the like button on it. Give it a thumbs up. Share it around on social media and all that good stuff. You know it makes sense. Get yourself subscribed. Have your say in the chat as well. We'd like to hear from you guys and see what you guys are thinking. Craig Hudson, hello to you, bro. Diogo Santos, what's going on? Rajon as well and all the rest of you legends. Thank you all for joining and getting in here. So, guys, Ten Hag is Manchester United manager. Of course, Rangnick's last game yesterday, an absolutely terrible spell at the club. We've seen a couple of the players come out since. Our captain Slab has been speaking. He tweeted, and he said this, time to go away. I wish his tweet just ended there, by the way. You know what I mean? Time to go away. Bye. You know, if that was the end of the tweet, I'd be happy with this tweet. Time to go away. See you later on, Harry, but it doesn't say that. It says, time to go away, reflect, and make sure we come back next season ready for the challenge. A huge thanks to the fans for sticking with us throughout this tough period. Once again, you have shown there are no fans like you. Notice how he spelled there wrong as well, by the way. But either way, this guy is an absolute meme. He pisses me off. Time to go absolutely fire up, I agree. Hashtag Slabby out. Bruno's come out and said similar sorts of things to me. He said, for all our fans, once again, you have showed to me why this is one of the biggest clubs in the world. And that's because even in seasons like that, you keep being behind us. I learned something really important since I came to the club, and that is that Man United always bounce back. Well, fair play. These guys have done a good lot of talking off the pitch, and now it's time for them this season to do their talking on the pitch, or maybe even at a different club, in the case of certainly Harry Maguire. Yeah, that's it. Maguire off captain's armband. Absolutely, Jonathan Gallagher, mate. I bloody well hope so. These players, for fuck's sake, Gungsha, I know, mate, just coming out with the same old usual dross, eh? Quite frustrating. But we're a couple of minutes to go into the presser. There was a bit of a Q&A sneak peek released earlier on, though. And we do have confirmation from Manchester United this morning as well that United is delighted to announce the appointment of Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McLaren as Erik ten Hag's assistant coaches. So that is 100% confirmed and done now. Van der Gaag and McLaren obviously were in attendance with Ten Hag yesterday at Selhurst Park anyway, so we sort of knew it was coming, and they've both had spells alongside Ten Hag as well, so you know, it makes sense. Obviously, Steve McLaren's had that relationship with Manchester United for a couple of seasons, working under Fergie previously anyway. And Mitchell van der Gaag has obviously been working with him at his previous club there, Ajax, and doing very, very good things. Organisationally, they see him a good side. Defensively, they're a good side. You know, so any sort of new coaches we can bring in from Ajax, who are a successful team, to try and change Manchester United, who at this moment in time, I'm sorry to say, are a gash team, then, you know, that's how it is. But we're just waiting for the live manager's press conference to take place at midday, guys. It's about to kick off around about 1 minute's time. We'll have to see. We'll see what's going to be talked about. I wonder if there'll be any mention or questions or discussions of captaincy. We've talked about Harry Maguire. Will he say, "Oh, I'm going to assess the situation and decide who I want my captain to be," or will he just stand boldly with Harry at this moment, like all the other guys have done? I don't know about that, but what I do know is I hope that this era of Manchester United is well and truly over with. It's going to take a bit of time, obviously. You can't expect miracles to work overnight. But I like his first interview. You know, if you've watched the... who watched it? Smash a 1 if you watched the sneak peek from 10 a.m. Smash a 1 if you watched it. You know, I like what he was saying in there. He seems like he said essentially what United should be about, what he's about is playing, you know, attacking, attractive, entertaining football. That's the sort of key I got from it. Entertaining football, something we have been absolutely starved of for a long time now. So if that's what he wants to do, and if that's what he wants to bring to Manchester United, oh, sorry guys, that's a bit loud. It's just the program's just started. If that's what he wants to bring to Manchester United, then I'm all for it, guys, because that's exactly what we need, is a coach who's prepared to be bold and attacking and brave and entertaining. And, you know, we will forgive results to a degree for a while as long as we're trying to play in a certain way. So he said all the right things. You know, it's about implementing it, though, doing it, But I must say, I do like to have another Dutch manager. We've got the Stone Cold Steve Austin of Holland in here, ready to lay the old Stone Cold Stunners on the dressing room and get all of these gas players out. We do need to get rid of a lot of these melters, guys, this window. I really, really hope. Here he is, Erik ten Hag, my son. Come on, let's get some applause emojis in there, my friend, Erik ten Hag. And he is about to be unveiled anyway. You just turn this up a touch. Officially unveiled, guys. There you go. Wes Brown there to talk about it. Ten Hag officially unveiled. Let me just make this a bit smaller. You guys can't hear that, can you? Hopefully you can't hear that. No, I don't think you can hear it. But guys, get in there. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, everyone, this morning. We've got a lot of legends in here. Hey, thank you, Flabby G, for the super chat, pal. Sorry I missed that. He says, what would I do without slabbing Juice Pigsy Rage? Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to go and follow around whichever YouTuber is covering Slabby's new team. You know what I mean? Whether it be a Leicester City YouTuber or whoever, mate. But in all fairness, Slabby's probably still going to be here. I honestly, my gut feeling is that Harry Maguire will stay. Look, if there's a good offer that comes in, then maybe we would consider it and he would go. But who's really going to put in a good offer for Harry Maguire in this summer window? It's not that realistic, if you ask me. You can't hear. That's excellent, Jonathan Gallagher. Okay, mate. Well, it's not quite started yet. It's just Wes Brown chatting, and you know, it will be on very shortly. They're just introducing the sort of the program here, but it does, you know, this is the start of a new era at Manchester United. It does mean that we've got time to work on things as well because he's coming early. Here he is. Here he's shaking all the hands of all the press. He's dressed like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Here he is again, my son. Go on. Guys, do us a favor and smash that thumbs up on this video if you just joined us, by the way. Give us a boost up there on the algorithm. Help us out. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, all that good stuff. I've just rolled out of bed. I don't know if you can tell. I'm absolutely shattered this morning, guys. And I've just got a painful neck and all sorts. I'm not in a good way. But I'm here, guys, because that's what we said we were going to do. And we want to watch the Ten Hag presser. So thank you, everyone, for joining us here as well. But do us a favor and smash that like. Thank you, Fire Up. Yes, Rushmono Ten Hag in the house. Here he is, the Dutch Heisenberg. Just a top hat short of the look. But looks very smart indeed. Okay, here we go. The press conference is underway, guys. We are live. Today, he's very, very happy to meet everybody, he says. Excited to be here at the football club. He received an extremely warm welcome here at the club. I like it how they say club. Sounds like Rafa Benitez. I would like to work at this club. It's quite a smart little suit he's got on there. Is that the same suit he was wearing yesterday? No nonsense, you know what I mean? He's not worried. He's not the sort of man to be afraid about wearing the same costume 2 days in a row. Erik ten Hag. Watch Maguire become world-class Prime Maldini under Ten Hag, says Mikey. Goodness me. Could you imagine? I don't know if he'll be the right sort of player for Ten Hag, though, because just simply he's lacking that pace, isn't he? Ten Hag says that, you know, we are in a bottom place. We're in winter break. We need to rebuild. Hey, Kate Cadet, how you doing today, mate? Thank you for the super chat. It says, who should Ten Hag stun first, Piggy? Right, okay, good question. Who should Erik ten Hag stone cold stun out of the door first? The Dutch Stone Cold Steve Austin. I personally think, well, I'd be laying the smackdown on Harry Maguire. I don't know about you. Captaincy, stripped. Offer him out to clubs? Yes. Does anybody want him? No. Okay, well, you're just going to have to be tossed on the scrap heap then. So Ten Hag saying that we need to have a process to cooperate, to be consistent as a team. We need to have the right connections, and we will achieve the success that we set out. He says it's a huge, huge job, and we only have a short time. I want to see what if anybody asks any sort of tricky questions and how he responds in regards to things like the captaincy, in regards to Maguire, etc. I wonder if anybody will ask that, if he will assess the captaincy or anything. Maybe they won't touch on those sorts of things at this early, first and initial special managers presser, but yeah, Cakenet, we know who the number 2 is now, bro. It's Mitchell van der Gaag. You've also got Steve McLaren coming in as well to complete the coaching staff for him. That was unveiled and confirmed this morning by Manchester United, actually. So, yes, we do have confirmation that we have Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Gaag at the club. Hey there, Dante. What's going on? Says, I'm watching you and can unfortunately hear my neighbour flicking her beans, says Dante. You lucky bastard. No, I'm just joking. You what? It's a joke. I don't really know, Superstar. He says, the Sun, MEN, sod these rags. Why do they get first questions? The Sun's an absolute disgrace. I agree, mate. I mean, what are they even doing there? Okay, so the lady says this is big jobs, a lot of restructuring. How are we going to implement so much change? Not just with the squad, but behind the scenes. But it does seem like a blank canvas, she says, for him. He has certain conditions. He has to work with his squad, he says. But he's looking forward to doing that. And he has a concept and a strategy, and they'll work on that. Has he thought about changing the psychology and the atmosphere around Manchester United? That's what's being asked now. She does look young, doesn't she, Batman Knight fan, that girl? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is a hugely tough job, isn't it, Fung Sai? I couldn't agree more, my friend. Like, he's got to obviously try and readdress Manchester United in general as a whole club. Behind the scenes, staffing-wise, playing-wise, style-wise, everything. He's got a big mammoth task at hand. He says, we want to achieve top. If you want to achieve top, you have to demand the top for in terms of effort levels, etc., and work ethic. Oh, 35 points we finished behind Manchester City this season. Journalist just asked him, how long do you think it would be realistically until Manchester United are challenging for the title, considering we finished 35 points behind Manchester City? He's not thinking about that in this moment. It would take time. He says it will take time, but we want to win. From game to game, take it game to game. But, of course, eventually we want to win. It's just so hard to close the gap on those teams. Yeah, the gap is ridiculous, Alfie. 35 points behind City, almost as many behind Liverpool. It's like the gap is pretty apparent. To close that in one season, it's probably not going to happen, is it? It's going to take a couple of seasons, really, to sign the right players, to get the right people in. Ten Hag needs 4 years, says Batman Knight fan. Well, let me ask the live chat, guys. How many years do you think it would take Ten Hag? How long does he need to get Manchester United competitive again to the point where we could challenge City and Liverpool for the Premier League title? Let me know how many years you think. I'm going to say 3 or 2 at the very least. That's if everything goes to plan and we sign the right players and everything just goes our way. 4, says Aidan Feeney. At least 2, says Callum Carron. BlackRock Rugby thinks it's going to be 3 years. Thank you, Rushmano. He says subscribe to the channel. Yeah, dudes, if you guys are new around here, drop the sub up, hit the like button. You'd say 5, says Cake. 100, says Jay. 8 years, says Fire Up. 4 years, says Rajon. Well, at least we're all being realistic, At least we're being realistic. There will be probably some people that thinking Ten Hag can just come in and he should try and get this team challenging again next season. It's just not realistic. It's not going to happen. So we've got to set our expectations a bit lower, I think, certainly next season. Honestly, 3 years, says Beef Bully. About 35, says Jimmy Jones. Let's be humble. 3, says Henrik. 2 to 3 depends on the support he gets from the board. That's very true, Superstar. If they really want to be ambitious, spend the money over the next sort of couple of windows, it would make his life a lot easier. 3 years should do it, says Rushmano. Yeah, that's it. Just going to take a bit of time to get a lot of these rough players out and sign players and acquire the right guys over the next couple of windows. It's going to take a bit of time to do so. Mikey says they should ask him if Glazers have spoken to him yet, or likely they don't even know they've appointed him. True. They didn't even know what's going on, mate. They think we've appointed Bryan Cranston as an ambassador. They don't know what's going on, dude. Right, okay, so he's being asked, how would you like to see your team actually play, guys? He says, maybe you have seen Ajax. We have seen Ajax. Always the players dictating the way of play. That's what he says. He has an idea, and he will set up his best team. And he'll line his players up like that to get the best out of them, so they can feel comfortable and get the maximum out of them. But in the end, it's about getting the success from the players, basically. Hey, nice one, Rush Punter. We got 60 likes. Thank you so much. Well, look, Ajax are an attacking team. Their goal difference, their what they've done in Europe over the last few years and in their Eredivisie over there in Holland is undoubted. So, yeah, if we could play anything like that style, but just translate that to the Premier League, I think we'd all be happy with that, wouldn't we? Ralf Rangnick, so talking about Ralf Rangnick being in for 6 months, obviously plans to, do things in the backstage. What's the setup going to be there? Has been asked. He said it's on the club. On the club, their interest, he just said it's on the club. So, I mean, I guess it does depend. Who knows what sort of input Ralf Rangnick's truly going to have now. He is going to do that Austria job, and wonder how much sort of actual input he will have in terms of consultancy. Yes, as part of an analysis, a superstar. Oh, he spoke with Louis van Gaal as well, he says. He spoke with Louis van Gaal about the move here. Nice bit of Dutch conversation going there behind the scenes about United. Good afternoon there, Chris Koo. Early today. Yes, it is, mate. I feel absolutely ragged. I'm tired, mate. We didn't get off FIFA till 3, did we? So, but it's all good. I'm going to have to turn this up a little bit, guys. I'm struggling to hear some of these questions. Give me a sec. He says in this moment he really admires Man City and Liverpool. They both in this moment play fantastic football. But he's hoping that era can come to an end. And he says he's sure that all the other clubs in the Premier League want that to happen as well. Thank you, Kenny Chukwa Emmanuel, for subscribing to the channel. Nice one, bud. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. If you're new, do what Kenneth Chukwa's done there and hit that subscribe button. Nice one. 70 likes, guys. We're on our way to 100. Let's go. Come on. The Ten Hag era is here. Let's be having you. Hashtag Ten Hag era. Let's go. See you later, babe. Have a nice day. Say bye to everybody very quickly.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, darling. Catch you later. See ya. Okay, he says he cannot wait to get started, and the majority of the players will be coming back sort of first week of July, I think he said. So just a bit of a time frame of when players will be coming back and getting back into it before the preseason tour. Mark Harris, what's going on? Says, has Rangnick took the Austria job? Well, yeah, that was announced quite a little while ago, actually. But his intention was to still continue, obviously, in a part-time consultancy basis with Manchester United as well. He says, you were successful at Ajax, but do you see similarities with the job he had to do at Ajax with the job he has to do at United here? He said, yes. Both clubs used to have success. And that's the biggest similarity when he took over. So, you know, there you go. It's getting them back up there, rebuilding this club and getting us to be a winning team again over a period of time. Thank you, Mark Harris, for the super chat, my friend. He says, blood pressure, 4 billion, blah, 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 over 2 billion. Watch it, boss. Hey, fair play. Why do I look like I've got high blood pressure right here? We need to get a blood pressure and a heart rate monitor and Ten Hag for when he starts getting bloody slabbing Maguire on that training pitch, realising what task he's got. Thank you, Mark Harris. Let's get a Sue in there. He's just been asked if Cristiano Ronaldo fits into his project. He said Ronaldo and goals, and then just laughed. Like, yeah, Ronaldo can get you goals. He said, I'll talk first with Ronaldo, then I'll let you guys know. So, but it seems like he's pretty happy with, you know, Ronaldo could score goals for him, you know, in all fairness. Who wouldn't? Hey, Connor Matthews, what's going on? So that's quite interesting, just being asked about Ronaldo, and he's just sort of laughing at the fact that, you know, who in a way, sort of, who wouldn't want Ronaldo's goals in the team? He's commenting saying he cannot wait for the first match and the stand to be full. Yeah, Andrew Costas, what a stupid question. CR7 walks into any team. I know, he really does, even at his age. I think so as well. It's like, surely most managers would be desperate to get hold of a goal scorer like that. Especially if he actually could get a team to perform and play well behind him and get him a lot of chances. He would just be a machine. I mean, he managed to get 20 goals in the league for us whilst playing like shit as a team. So God knows what he'd do if he actually had a good machine of a team behind him. Palmerius, you legend. He says, the Vutinator Haydu loving this press conference. Yeah, come on. Hashtag ETH era, baby. Let's go. I'm liking this too. I mean, you know, he seems like, if you look at his history, what he's done at Ajax, he seems like the right sort of manager we should be looking at. Somebody who's ready to take the step up, sort of like Klopp when he was at Dortmund, you know, sort of ready to take the step up really to a huge club. And that's sort of what he's doing. He's on the ascendancy as a manager. Stylistically wise, it's what United want to be trying to achieve. That total football attacking Dutch style that he's famous for over there at Ajax would be something we would much prefer to see than any sort of dross counter-attacking or Jose park the bus rubbish or anything like that. Like Ten Hag style is what is the most exciting thing for me. And if he's prepared to be rigid towards that style while trying to play attractive attacking football, entertaining the fans, I think we'll be happy. Yeah, Palmerius Ten Hag says the history is great, but I'm here for the future. That is a fantastic comment, mate. Yeah. Yeah, me too, David Brooks. You're watching it live on MTV. Got a good feeling about this guy. Absolutely. Louis van Gaal has just been asked about when he said that you should join a football club, not a commercial club, and United's a commercial club. He said he's heard it, but as he said, he draws his own conclusions, his own opinions as well. He spoke to Louis, gets advice, speaks to people, but he makes his own decisions, makes his own conclusions. Go on there, the Dutch Stone Cold. Thank you, Henrik Kjelman. You too, bro. He said you need to be commercial anyway. He said every club needs the commercial revenues. Do what necessary, you know, to help the club, basically. The Dutch Johnny Sin, says David Seaman. Oh, dear. He's the Dutch Heisenberg, the Dutch Johnny Sins, the Dutch Stone Cold. Anybody else? Going to you, legend. Hope you're good today, my friend. Yeah, Palmeiras says big up all the mods and everyone in the chat, you bunch of legends. Get in there, Palmeiras. Thanks, bro. And that's it. Is that it? Is that it, guys? That's it? Is that the lot? Thanks very much, guys. See you later on. Oh, what? That's it, is it? I wanted to hear a little bit more about some of the other, some other topics. They needed to put me in there, though. That's what they needed to do. They should have put me in there. I didn't ask the right questions, guys. What's the state of the captaincy? Will you assess it? Etc. Etc. Well, I wanted to know about that, but hey, fair enough. There you go. I suppose they weren't going to ask any too tricky questions. Everything's sort of analysed these days, isn't it? Otherwise, you're not allowed to get bloody back next time if you ask a dodgy question. But there you go. 20-minute interview, guys. There it is. The press conference. He just got up. He's gone, are you good? Yeah, I'm out. See you later on. I thought that was, maybe I could, Flabby G. Probably not. Probably not, but possibly. Yeah, Rushmana says Ten Hag is off to show Slabby YouTube videos of Stam. I'd be showing him Disney videos of Mickey Mouse if I was him and telling him to get the fuck out. But now I wonder what he'll do with Harry Maguire, in all fairness. We've seen Harry's comments, right? Harry's comments here that I've got up on the stream. Time to go away. I wish this tweet just ended there, by the way, but time to go away, reflect and make sure we'll come back next season ready for the challenge. A huge thanks to the fans sticking with us throughout this tough period. Once again, you're shown those. So from what he's saying there, Harry Maguire, it doesn't seem like there's any real inkling or thoughts of him potentially leaving Manchester United this summer. But I really would hope that Ten Hag sees fit that he's probably not the right man for us, having watched the last few games, certainly that last game, and also probably doing his due diligence and watching a lot of Manchester United this season back on video. Probably assessed that Maguire's not fast enough, not good enough in a sort of Ten Hag system. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he will give him a chance. I actually think it's probably best if he comes in and he has, for a lot of these players anyway, there's some which he would have just highlighted stylistically wise for his system, maybe like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, maybe Maguire, maybe a couple of others that maybe just stylistically he knows will not be good for him. So he might be willing to just sell them straight away. But I think more or less what he will probably do at the start is he will give people a chance, I'd imagine. Surely these people on big money, such as Harry Maguire, maybe we'll give them a little bit of a chance. Unless there's a really big offer that comes in. That would be horrendous to think that we could be starting next season with Harry Maguire. But I would imagine Ten Hag would be prepared to give their £80 million signing an opportunity. But then again, this guy is just so slow. If Ten Hag does want to bring about a change at United, want to play with a more sort of forward-thinking mindset and maybe a bit higher up the pitch in general, just our starting position, etc., then Harry Maguire, I would imagine, is not really fit for that purpose because he's slow as all sin. So, yeah. Look, hey, look, nice presser from Ten Hag there. Let's talk about that for a second. Slabhead will depart in January, says David. Hope so. Let's talk about the presser for a second. So Ten Hag, some positive stuff there. He was asked about Ronaldo briefly, and he said, look, Ronaldo goals, brilliant. He's got to talk with Cristiano first, he said. So that's still up in the air at the moment. We don't know exactly what the best situation is for Cristiano. Will he be staying at United? He actually was injured in the last game of the season against Palace with a hip flexor issue, which has been a repeated injury throughout the season. Is that legit? I hope it's a legitimate injury. There's every possibility that maybe there's discussions going on behind the scenes. What if Lewandowski does indeed go to Barca, and then Bayern are thinking, right, well, we could maybe go and sign a cheap player like Ronaldo, who probably wouldn't cost that much because of his age and everything, and just pay him huge money, but he will bag you the goals. Ronaldo might go, hey, you know what? There's an offer on the table from Bayern for Champions League football. I can win the Bundesliga. I can add trophies to my legacy at 37, 38 years of age. Whereas at United, he's going to be part of a rebuilding process under Ten Hag. That's my only concern. Let's ask the live chat, though. Do you think Cristiano stays at Manchester United and plays under Ten Hag next season? Yes or no? What's your gut instinct on that one? Because remember, we are playing the Europa League. Ronaldo's a Champions League player. I mean, he's a Formula One car of a player. He needs to be playing on the top competition, and he's not going to be at United. But I really hope, I mean, he is contracted from what he's said and things like, his Instagram post at the end of the season and stuff like that. You do think that he's committed to the job, committed to the cause, but you just never know, do you? It depends what offers come in. If there was an offer from a Champions League team, like I said, like Bayern or someone along that lines, well, from a legacy point of view for his career, it'd be kind of difficult to turn down. Yes, says Kieran and Ricardo and Madhouse and Rajon, they think he'll stay. Hopefully, says Jonathan Gallagher. Ronaldo's going nowhere, says Superstar. Henrik Kelman says yes. Beef Bully says yes. Mark Harris says Ronaldo will go. Kate Cadet says, I think he stays because he loves the club. Okay, loves the club. He's left us before, though. Loved Real Madrid more, though, did he? No, fair enough. But what about if Real Madrid come knocking again, then, lad? No, you're right, though. He does seem to love United. That's why he did come back here. It's not just for... Okay, he did say he wanted to come here to win things, and that's absolutely true, but it's like, if you realistically look at where we were even then, still difficult for us. It was still, we're not exactly guaranteed to win anything. Even if you look last season when we finished second, it's not like we're guaranteed to win anything this season. Maybe he felt like he can be the difference maker, which... he is a fantastic difference maker for us. But, we're still a little bit of ways away. That's the problem. I think he knew that maybe a while ago when he joined. So, it's a project. Man United need Ten Hag to try and keep Ronaldo, but it's not the be-all and end-all either as well. That's what I will say, is that even if Ronaldo did go, we have to remember that as much as we love Ronaldo, and he's the greatest of all time, and he's one of the best players in our team, certainly this season, if not, well, he's the best outfield player that I think we've seen. More or less, all the other players have not lived up to it. De Gea has been fantastic as well, but if we didn't have Cristiano Ronaldo, we'd have really been struggling. But even without him, though, if as long as we sign somebody else in the summer transfer window who can provide us those goals, I don't think the problem area of our team is the striking positions or the forward positions. It will be now once Ronaldo, because we've only got Ronaldo. There's no Cavani going. Ralf Rangnick has confirmed that Eddie Cavani will be leaving on a free come the end of the season now. So he's going. Did you see Edison Cavani sticking his finger up to some fans yesterday, by the way, mate, going in there raw? Eddie Cavani, El Matador, taking no shit, man. You know what I mean? So, but there you go. Hey, Solo, what's going on there, bro? Hope you're good today. Thanks for joining us, dude. How you getting on? And Batman Night fan, everyone, do us a favor, guys. Actually, if you're just getting in here, there's 180 of you legends in here. Smash that like on it. Give it a cheeky little thumbs up. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants and the shithouse corporations, etc., by smashing that thumbs up and sharing it around. Also, if you're new, subscribe and get in the chat. I know, that's right. You're so right as well, Rushman. He says, if we're expecting Ronaldo to play every game, we're in big trouble. And that's another thing. Even though he is such a physical specimen, he's probably the fittest 37-year-old. Hello, Sailor. No, he's probably the fittest 37-year-old in the world in terms of just like conditioning, fitness-wise. Seems to stay fit, robustness. He seems much more like a 27-year-old than a 37-year-old, right? So from that point of view, he should be okay for most of the games throughout the season, but he is still a 37-year-old man, and you don't want to just completely overwork him, overrun him, pick him up injuries and things like this. He has to be managed because he is getting towards 40, even though he is such a special conditioned player. You've still got to manage him wisely and make sure that you don't get him injured or, that sort of stuff. So we definitely need somebody else to come in and be a main goal scorer for us as well. And Ronaldo's only going to be here for another year, realistically. So you want somebody who can come in now, score you a lot of goals this season, but also take over from Ronaldo and be that main man going forward and scoring a lot of goals for United in the future. So we've talked about some of the youngsters, some of the options of forward players. Mason Greenwood's obviously that situation is still completely, up in the air, but I don't think he's going to play for United. And then... Rashford's not a striker. Martial's not a striker. Cavani's gone. It's just Ronaldo we've got all of a sudden, pretty much. So we do have to absolutely sign a new forward player, get a new guy in. Ronaldo will not play every game. That's right, Bam Night Fan. Got to get someone in now to sort of help get us, 15, 20 league goals a season in this first season with us. I absolutely agree. Mikey says, just like in FIFA, can we skip the next couple of months? I just want to see the new season start and see where we are. The transfer speculation is going to be torture every day. Yeah, strap yourselves in, Mikey. It's going to be pure transfer news for the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to be busy work for United, if we're being honest. I mean, he wasn't asked much about it then, obviously. Wanted to keep that separate, I guess. But you have to think about what sort of business Ten Hag is looking to do. That's why he's coming early, because he's got so much work to do. We have to get a lot of players out, but he's also got to sign 4 or 5 players in this transfer window. And the ideally what he will want to do is get them in, before pre-season. So as soon as the transfer window opens up on the 1st of July, is it? And then we want to get, is it the 1st of June or the 1st of July? But we've got to get as many players in as possible. You want to see players who are pre-arranged to come in soon. By the way, just on that, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I'm a little bit annoyed because Aston Villa have signed that French midfielder Boubacar Kamara we're talking about. I don't know if you saw that this morning. So they've already got some business wrapped up and done. Kamara, 22-year-old, he will join them on a free transfer when his contract with Marseille expires at the end of June. Yeah, so 1st of July, he will be an Aston Villa player. He seemed like a good player for free, guys. Steven Gerrard's Villa have wrapped him up. Okay, obviously Ten Hag's got his plan, and I'm sure he's got certain players that he's going for. Maybe Kamara's not on that list. But it just seems like he would have been a good option for a free transfer, guys, 22. But there you go. He's gone to Aston Villa. That deal has been done. But certainly Ten Hag's got to get players in over the next coming weeks to be able to work with them as soon as preseason begins. So I think he said during that presser, didn't he, that he's looking to get everyone back at the start of July, essentially, before the tour. And they'll be coming back from preseason at the start of the July. So I'm thinking surely he wants to have a full squad of players that is more or less going to start the season with him by then, which means United have to do early business. We know that's probably not going to happen because negotiations take a while. We might not be able to get our first choice in every instance. But we need to get the majority of our signings in right at the start of this transfer window so he can work with the squad. And so he can obviously develop them. They can have a pre-season. They can have a tour and all learn something from it rather than just sort of trying to, mash it together at the end of the window. Balotelli scored 5 yesterday, says Henrik Kilman. Fair play. Well, he's still shit though, isn't he? No, he's not. The thing is with Balotelli, I say it time and time again, in terms of potential, he could have been one of the greats in football. He really could have done, but mentality-wise, it just ain't there, is it, for him? But, ability-wise, he could have gone on and done whatever he wanted, I think. But anyway, okay, and also Fulham have sold, not sold, it's, is it a free? Oh no, there is a fee for a move. So they have sold Fabio Carvalho to Liverpool as well. So Liverpool have already got a player signed up. Ricardo Carvalho there. Fabio Carvalho from Fulham, with the forward set to officially join them on the 1st of July. So they've already signed a player. You're seeing other players being signed. Aston Villa have already signed Kamara. So now it is on United to get this business done. Come on, United. Let's not dawdle around. We've got the staff in. That's a big move. Ten Hag comes in. He brings in Steve McLaren. He brings in Mitchell van der Gaag, his buddy over there at Ajax, and will hopefully, set us in good stead. Right, okay, so let me just get into a couple of things, guys. So if you didn't see the news earlier on as well, about what Erik ten Hag, he had a little bit of a Q&A, and there was an interview, and that was released at 10 a.m, some of it or half of it, and he said that it's very exciting. He's looking forward to doing this job at this club with a massive history. He said we want to restore where it belongs, and what is most exciting about it is he says we want to make the fans proud. Second, of course, in this moment, the situation is obviously not good. It's a big challenge. We want to build and construct a team who are battling for each other, who are unified, and who will get results. Also, we are playing in the theatre of dreams. We want to entertain, but in the end, the intention is to play fantastic football. If we can't play fantastic football, we still have to win. So this is what I want to hear, guys. I want to hear, the manager coming in saying we're going to play fantastic football. Obviously, not all the time you can set yourself up to be very, very open. It depends who you're playing. You've got to try and make it ugly sometimes as well. Of course, horses for courses. But most of the time, overall, you want to be an attacking outfit as United. You want to be taking the game to the opposition. So very, very good words from Ten Hag about the situation. It excites me, that sort of talk. Okay. He said also there's a lot of people that like the long-term vision for this football club. What can you share with us about what you see in the future? He said, accept the current situation first of all, but also know 1 year ago, this club, this team was second in the Premier League. There's potential in this squad, he said, and now it's up to us to get that out. It's a process. It will take time, but I'm convinced we'll come to that point where we get success. So, just all positive stuff, guys, being said there by the man. And I like what he's been saying so far. He's saying all the right stuff. It's quite brief. I mean, that was quite a brief press conference. Not too many tricky questions. All sort of hand-picked questions. You could see that. And, that's how it goes. But what's going on there, Lee Scouser? How you doing there? We've got 105 likes on the stream. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up button. Right, I'm just going to get into some United news and some stuff that we've got this morning, guys. So I'm sure you all saw David De Gea come out yesterday and say his piece. And I just have to applaud De Gea. Hashtag De Gea for captain, or Ronaldo for captain, in my opinion, because he's an outfield player. But I can see De Gea being a great, great leader for this football club at the moment. I mean, look at what he sort of says. He's come out and he's quite blunt. He says, he can't wait for the new manager to come in. He said, I'm excited for next season. New manager, new players. Hopefully we'll improve to put Manchester United in a better position. We need to trust in the future. He said the new manager and staff are already looking for new players. Hopefully they bring good ones with good character. And he also said, I want to forget this season and be ready 100% for the next season and be positive. It's been horrible. A very bad season in all ways. It's been very tough. It is time to rest and prepare our minds for next season. And he also went on to say about the players who are here maybe in physical form, but are not here mentally. He said, the ones who want to stay at the club. The ones that don't want to stay, go out. You don't have to stay here. So David De Gea pretty clear with his message, really. Get out, get the complete hangers-on, get the Klingons, get the fucking pretenders, the charlatans, the shithouses out this football club. And he said it himself there. He said, if you don't want to be here, just go. So I hope that a lot of these players who really, truly do not want to be here do go this summer. There's a lot of players that have been hanging on here, guys. Hanging on, like Phil Jones or, just lots of players over the years hanging on. Phil bloody Jones, Paul Pogba. At least Paul Pogba's definitely going on a free this summer, it seems. But Phil Jones, can we get rid of him? Eric Bailly, can we get rid of him? There's just a lot of players that are just sort of surplus to United. And that's what really it's about. Unless you're 100% committed, 100% dedicated to this football club, then we don't want you here. We need players now who are properly committed to this football club. And actually, there's other players as well that may not even be expected to leave, which need a big kick up the arse. People like Marcus Rashford, people like Harry Maguire, people like Bruno Fernandes. Now, I don't think anybody's expecting that we sell Bruno Fernandes this summer, but he needs a big old kick up the arse regardless because he's been pathetic recently. And he's a shadow of the player he was 18 months ago. Definitely need to get Ten Hag, stone cold stunning Bruno Fernandes back into form. So, but definitely a good message there from David De Gea to the rest of the squad. If you're not in this 100%, if you don't want to be here at Manchester United, then go. And I also like that sort of level of commitment from De Gea. We don't know what the future holds. Maybe Ten Hag would want to go with a different player, right? But we know that De Gea's commitment's there. Just from what he's saying, just from how he's speaking, just from the words he's used, that he wants to be here next season, that he wants to be here fighting for Manchester United and making this team a better team. You know what? I really like De Gea. Okay, he is on 300 grand a week, which maybe makes it a little bit easier to be loyal. But come on, I mean, he's never really put a foot wrong in terms of his mentality for this football club. I always think he says things that we want to hear. He leads the right way as well. And he, by example, that is. He leads by example. He sets a good standard with his performances. So, got nothing but love and time for David De Gea. Let's get some love hearts in there and a hashtag De Gea for captain in the live chat. Yeah. Okay, then. So, David De Gea, big words from him, and he's absolutely right. We've got to get a lot of these guys out of the football club. If you didn't know, there was a report from Manchester United this morning, just to confirm as well that Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Gaag have been appointed by as Eric Ten Hag's assistant coaches at Manchester United. So they've obviously worked with him previously at Twente, FC Twente, and Ajax. And McLaren said, "I thought I worked hard until I met Eric. His great strength lies not just in his attention to detail and organisation. He has a clear philosophy of how he wants to play football, the environment he wants to create." So, just good news about us getting backroom staff in place. People will slag off Steve McLaren, but he's actually a great number two or a great coach. Maybe not to be your main guy, but he's a great coach. Right, let me just cover the rest of the little bits of news we got. Oh, shit, we got a couple of super chats here that I've missed. Alan Harris, thank you so much for your super chat, my son. Thank you, Alan. He says, now Burnley are down. Anyone you think worth picking up? Tarkowski and McNeil come to mind, says Alan Harris. Yeah, I mean, Tarkowski, wasn't Tarkowski available on a free transfer anyway? Like, isn't Tarkowski's contract running out in this summer? I think he's available for a free. I mean, not really, to be honest. I don't think that's necessarily the answer for us, really. But then again, look, if you had to sign somebody on a cheap to just be a squad player and help out a little bit because you've got rid of everybody in the back, which is what we should do, apart from Varane, in my opinion, but just basically get rid of everybody. Maguire's no good. Lindelof, I'm done with now. Sorry, there was a time not even that long ago where I was thinking, you know what, Victor Lindelof, if he could be a backup for us, he could be a squad player. He's not good enough, guys. He's a liability. Whenever he does play, he's going to fucking cause issues. He's not a great one-on-one defender. He's not great in the air. He's fucking should be a left back or a fucking CDM or something. I don't think he's a proper centre back. I don't think he's cut out for it. And he's not cut out to be a left back either. But you know what I mean? He's cut out to be maybe a CDM. I don't think he's best at one-on-one defending. I think maybe he's great passing range. Yeah, but there you go. Not for Manchester United, I don't think anymore. Sorry. Harry Maguire, the worst captain in United's history. Awful player. See you later on. Eric Bailly, well, reports that he was been fanning around after Africa Cup of Nations, or, reporting that he was in one place when he was in another and stuff like this, and that's why he maybe hasn't been given the favour by Rangnick since he came back from the Africa Cup of Nations, etc. So he's been playing a little bit of silly buggers, it sounds like, at the club as well. Maybe that's why he's not been playing. Looks like he's probably going to go. Lots of players need to go at the back, so anybody in there would be nice. Tarkowski's probably going to Newcastle, says Rushmano. That's a shame, because I really want them to come knocking for Slabby. Madison's a good goal-scorer midfielder, definitely scouts from the world, yeah. Hey there, United Tactical Talk, how you doing? Henry Kemmer says, Lindelof was crap yesterday. He was truly awful, wasn't he? Yeah, he made some big errors. Alan says, Alan Harris, by the way, thank you so much for your super chat there, bro. Really appreciate you. Can we get some Sues in there for Alan Harris? Oh, yeah, Rushmano says Nick Pope, the goalkeeper. Great shout as well, Alan. Sorry, Rushmano. Alan Harris, thank you so much for that. Yeah, good shout on the Nick Pope there. Gungshi, thank you for your super chat as well, boss. He comments and says, what a contrast between David De Gea's refreshing direct comments and the platitudes coming out from the likes of Slabby and Bruno. You tell him, David. I know, just think about that, eh? I mean, look at that. Let's just go back and analyse what Maguire said. It's just like it's on autopilot, isn't it? That's what it is. It's just like, oh, what do I think I should say? There's nothing passionate. There's nothing from the heart there. He couldn't give a toss. Time to go away on my summer holidays, get paid fucking 180k a week to go on and sun myself in the sun while these people are working fucking tough jobs, trying to fucking entertain themselves with a weekend's game, watching a bunch of overpaid millionaires kick a fucking football around, and I'm going to go have a fight with the Mykonos police getting 180k a week and then come back and just fucking toss it up the wall because they don't really give a toss. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah, I agree, Gungshi. These guys are pathetic. And Bruno Fernandes, I'm sorry to say, okay, it's all the right things, yeah, for all the fans. Once again, you showed this is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and that's because even in seasons like that, you kept being behind us. I mean, we're always behind the football club. We're always behind the football team. We're always behind Manchester United. We always want to see the club and the players and the squad do well. But, sorry, it's on these guys to actually be worthy of that from us, though. Bruno, you've not been worthy, mate, this season. He's just not been his old usual self. Maguire, these players certainly have not been worthy of our, belief and support, actually. I'm sorry to say. I mean, yeah, Bruno's been a fantastic player for us for a long time before that. So he gets a little bit more slack cut. But at the same time, you got to do the business on the pitch. You're talking and tweeting on social media. I'm not interested and I don't want to hear your boo-hoo fucking violin story. I want to hear, performances on the pitch. So, yeah, pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Shout out to Brighton Cootie 007, my son. Yes, lad. Irwin was signed from Oldham. Keane was Nottingham. Who went down, says Batman Night Fan. Nice, there you go. Yeah, you can often raid really, really good players from... was Irwin signed from Oldham? That doesn't sound right to me. Gets paid to be a fridge. Imagine that, says Ricardo dos Santos. You just want Maguire to do the job. He's paid to do the post-match interviews. He's our captain for fuck's sake. Or is he, says Rushmano. Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly. What's that all about? Why the fuck's he not doing them? Good shout. David De Gea has to step up and have the post-match interview. I know, what's that all about? If we wanted anyone from Burnley, it should be Maxwell Cornet, says ZX Flames. Yeah, Roy Keane was signed from Nottingham for 3.75 million. Nottingham went down, that's true. Yeah, it was from Oldham. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, and a dirt cheap amount. What a great signing that was, by the way. Wasn't he like 400k or something preposterous? Yeah, nice one. Great shout. So, really, really good shout. Really good shout. One of the greatest fullbacks of all time. Funny enough, I was watching a clip on MUTV earlier of game when Irwin was playing right back. And he's just a fucking great player, wasn't he? He was on the right-hand side in this game. But anyway, Diddy Hill, he did play either side. Diddy says, we do not deserve European football next season. You're damn right about that, Diddy. We were very lucky in the way to get Europa in the end. Gunshi, though, thank you so much. I couldn't agree more about the De Gea stuff. United needs Jesus. Yeah. 150 likes. Nice one, Rushmano. Right, guys. Well, I think, that's pretty much everything that I've got here. I've got a couple of little things. So, Rangnick confirms that Cavani is leaving. He did obviously state yesterday. He said, our starting 11, there will be 10, apart from Eddie Cavani, who will be staying for the club, next season. No, wait, sorry, that's a quote from last summer. Is it? Wait, let's read that again. Experience Strike will be playing the final match. Oh, yes. Sorry, this was before the game. He said, there will be 10, apart from Eddie Cavani, who will be still playing for the club. So, yeah, one game. And that was his last game. He's given people the finger at the end of the game. Oh, Edison Cavani. And now he's gone. You know what? Eddie Cavani's had a gash season. He's been injured. I remember him fondly. Last season, he was great for us. Even yesterday, he's almost scored an absolute clanger-banger of a goal from nowhere, really. That half-volley attempt from distance. Guy's a classy player, but yeah, it's just too old now. Time to go for, move on. See you later, Eddie. Also, some transfer reports coming out today that Porto could reattempt to sign Manchester United's Alex Telles, should Erik ten Hag want to, get somebody else. So we may well look to offload Telles to Porto. I say we should do it, actually. As much as I like Telles going forward, and he's decent, and he's a good player, he's not good enough, and he's not robust enough or sound enough defensively. So there's talks of maybe him going back to Porto. Also, Ruben Neves, some more hints that, from him that he wants a Wolves exit. He said, he was speaking to the... quoted by the Athletic, said everyone knows what football is all about, what our lives are about, our careers are really short, we need to take the opportunities we have. Of course, all of us have dreams and we need to live those dreams in a short space of time. Let's see what happens. I cannot say too much about it. That's what he said when he was asked about his future. So that, to me, sounds like somebody who doesn't want to say, yeah, I want to leave Wolves, but basically more or less is looking to try and leave Wolves and get to a bigger club. That's what it sounds like to me. So maybe Ruben Neves could be on the list soon. Calvin Phillips is most definitely off the list now. He's understood to be staying, at Leeds. How they stayed up as well. And of course, with the connection, it probably wasn't likely that he was going to go play for United anyway. Right, I'm just going to get into the live chat now, guys. We'll have a little bit of a Q&A for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to wrap this one up. It's just a quick video for the presser. There he is. He has come on and given his thoughts. It was quite a brief one, really, but good words from Ten Hag. We're just looking forward to the new Ten Hag era. Come on, Erik Ten Hag. You were really hoping that Cavani would score against Falaise, says Gunshi. Me too, yeah, deserved a good send-off. No more Cavani, woohoo, says ZX. He's a bit harsh. I mean, he was good for us last year. To be fair, though, he stayed 1 year too long. Like, he shouldn't have stayed here this year in hindsight. We should have just let him go in the summer, yeah. But in hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. Based on last season, we would have rather had him around than not. Last season, it was great for us. Yeah, so I heard Rushmano about Mata wanting talks with Ten Hag. Yeah, so I read that a couple of days ago. Yes, okay, fair enough. If he wants to take a significant pay cut, I don't think we should do it, personally. If Ten Hag cannot go out there and sign the right sort of player, though, because he spent a lot of the budget elsewhere, then maybe that conversation will be had. And maybe Mata would be prepared to take a lot less money. I think he's just said, though, Mata, that he wants to play football. That's what it ultimately comes down to. So I don't think he's going to want to play a backup role at United, personally. I don't think that's that realistic for him to stay another season. But you never know. I mean, you never know, because he is there. He is obviously a great player respected by Manchester United. We saw in his last couple of performances, he's still got it. He can still do it. We could definitely do a lot worse than Juan Mata. But I just think it's a new era at United now, and we need to start afresh. As much as I like Juan Mata and he's been a good player for us, it's a new, fresh era we should be trying to bring about now. Your captain next season will be Maguire, bro. I think you're stuck with that slabby monolith, says old 703. Man, he is a monolith as well. Probably, mate, because he's on so much money and he's the club captain now. I mean, maybe not. I'm going to lose a little bit for Ten Hag straight away, though, if he shows solidarity for Harry, or if he sticks by Harry Maguire as captain, if he doesn't strip him and give it someone else. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to seriously not be too happy with that, mate. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to strip Harry of the captaincy and give it to somebody else. Cavani giving the finger like Crichton to Rimmer. Swivel on it, punk. I know, Mike. That's hilarious. Well, he did it for a good couple of times. 3 times. And he gets in the coach. He's like, you? Fucking... It was pretty funny, man. You know, I don't know. I like that bit of passion. If you can give it, then be prepared to take it. That's what I say. People were slagging Rashford off a few weeks ago for doing a similar thing. Yeah, Rashford's been crap for United, but if he wants to give you a little bit of abuse back because you're giving him abuse, well, then, you know, maybe you should be more professional. I get that. I mean, Cavani's just finished at United, so we don't give a toss anymore. So he's flipping everyone off. But I think if you can dish it out, be prepared to take it, you know. Yeah. Fly kicks has got. I totally agree, Piggy. Clear the lot out. Even Elanga needs to go on loan, says Alan Harris. Yeah, maybe depends, but we still need players in the squad who can challenge for the position. You don't just want one left winger. You need to have somebody who can challenge and come in and, you know, rotate and also keep the other player honest in that position. So maybe he would be loaned out, but I would actually think that Elanga could be good. I think he's good enough to be involved in the squad next season. Maguire can't even spell in his own tweet. No, he can't. He spelled there wrong, hasn't he? Look, he literally spelled there wrong. It says, once again, you have shown there are no fans like you. It's just bad grammar and bad spelling, yeah. You hope Ten Hag gets rid of him, to be honest. It would be a statement of intent and warning to others. Yeah, what a statement that would be. Cristiano Ronaldo has golden boot, 18 goals in only 30 games. We had the makers. We need the people to step up. Definitely, Cootie, yes. That's it. He held his end up of the bargain. If we can get a good team playing behind him, we can definitely do bits. You hope it's not a here we go again moment with Erik Ten Hag. Back in board, says Madhouse. That's what we're going to find out soon. He needs big backing early at the start of the window. Just signed Chuck Norris in the midfield, says Shane Oliver. Go on, Chuck Norris. That's what we need. Just get him in the dressing room as somebody to just slap up the team when they underperform. Bergwijn, he's awful. Don't want Bergwijn, Connor, myself. Rashford, did people criticise him? How come no one's criticising Cavani for it? I think people are criticising Cavani for it. No, they are. But I don't know. Maybe they were criticising Rashford more. Maybe it was down to Rashford's form, though. Like, Rashford's form is even worse. It was terrible. So maybe it's down to Rashford's form a bit, so more why maybe got a bit more stick about it. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think people are criticising and saying, some people are criticising both of them, and some people are saying, well, fair play, you know. If you can dish it out, then be prepared to take it. Hey, Neil Duffin, what's going on, you legend? He says, greetings from work. Ten Hag, highly intelligent, come on United. He seems very cool and calm and collected, and also, like you say, very intelligent. I like some of his answers, like, yeah, the history of this club's great, but it's time to look to the future and all the rest of it. He seems like a good guy, Neil Duffin. I'm hopeful for him. Hopefully has a really good start to his United career. Dutch crisis, Fabrizio Rushman and Maguire rumoured to sign to Elon Musk's first Mars Colony FC. Here we go. That's what I want to hear, Dutch crisis. Maguire to Mars. That's the sort of deal I can get behind. Ten Hag needs at least 200 million this summer, says Gung Shi. Absolutely agree. Yeah, maybe just give him like 150 mil, 100 mil, and then let him sell a couple of players and generate the cash elsewhere also. What's this? We've got something just in. Thank you very much, Rushmano. Okay, so yes, Barcelona, Barcelona linked with linked with signing Ruben Neves or maybe Zubamendi as an option if they do sell Frankie de Jong. Also, we got an update from great stuff. Thank you very much. Right, okay, I'm just going to get into live chat for the Q&A. Do us a favour, guys. Smash the like. Get your thoughts and opinions in there. Have your say. Maguire to Kabul FC, says Madhouse. Bollocks to work. I'm listening to the Flying Pig. Thank you so much, Neil Duffin, mate. Don't get sacked. But yeah, unveiling of Ten Hag happened this morning. It was great to see. Also, it's just good, positive news, guys. He's in early. He's starting work right now. Behind the scenes, they're going to be trying to get rid of the gash players and sign in some good players at this football club. And we should hopefully have a new few players in when he's back for preseason, when the squad's back for preseason around the start of July. We should have a new look squad, not an overall new squad. I don't expect us to do all of our business in this first few this first few weeks of his career here at United, but I expect him to get a couple of players lined up. Maguire has a PR people. It's not his tweet, says Batman Night Fan. Surely that is his tweet. How could they misspell it like that? A PR company would have actual educated people working for them, my friend. You know what I mean? Surely that is actually Maguire tweeting with his own fingers, I would imagine. I know they have PR companies and stuff, but unless he's tweeted it to his PR company and they've just not proofread it. But I mean, come on, you're telling me actual educated people. I'm just kidding, by the way. Everybody it's funny, isn't it? People will absolutely slate you over a misspelling like that. It's cool. Have you ever heard of autocorrect, people? There was all like, you just put the wrong thing in. Everybody has a brain fart moment. Doesn't mean you're actually dense, does it? I misspell stuff all the time, but it's usually just out of rushing around or, just not really thinking properly. Mr. Maguire still doesn't reflect on his own blunderous performance this season, says his team has been poor collectively, removing from the captaincy. Dude, you want him in United next season, Pig? No, I say strip him of the captaincy and sell him. And if you're not going to sell him, then at the least strip him of the captaincy. Anthony Holdford says, I saw Ten Hag and Lidl the other day. Shane says, Pig, your ideas on captain for next season. I like Ronaldo. If he's here, he's the GOAT. He's the best leader. He's Mr. Man United out of the lot of them. He's won Ballon d'Ors at this football club. He's won Champions Leagues at this football club. He's won Premier Leagues at this football club. He knows what it's about to win at United. So for those reasons, I go for him. That tweet reeks of slabby, says Kung Shi. I do it too, says Batman. Yeah, we all do. We all do. Sell them and they're criminals bagging huge wages. They don't work hard. I say sell them all, says Kingsley. Good shout, Kingsley. Do they think Ten Hag will keep Rangnick's psychologist, Piggy? Sasha Lenz, see you later on, son. I don't think so, mate. I don't think any of that stuff, Chris Armas, people like that. I don't think any of those guys. Maguire PR people are not very effective, says Madhouse. Great show, says Rushmano. Yeah, that's it. Gungshi's right. Those are the only two players that are realistically being talked about as captain and should only be captain, really. De Gea or Ronaldo. I agree with you, Gungers. Hey, we got a £5 super chat there from Dutch Christ. Thank you so much for getting in there. He says, if United are the biggest joke in world football, then Maguire is the sarcasm of the running joke. That wasn't even funny to start with, says Dutch Christ. Well, it's true. Yeah, definitely. He's the lowest form of wit in this football team, mate. You're absolutely right. He's the lowest form of wit in the joke. You're right. Good shout. Thank you, Dutch Christ, for your super chat there. Can we get a hashtag Sue in there for Dutch Christ? Thank you, mate. AKA ETH, the prodigy. Jonathan says, Pig, what do you think of Ten Hag saying Harry Maguire been a good captain? Says Jonathan Gallagher. What? Where did he say that? What the fuck? Did I miss that? No. When did he say that? Is that a meme? Is that a joke meme that somebody's... When did he say that? I missed that. I fucking missed that. That didn't happen, did it? Surely he didn't say that? Don't tell me he said that. He didn't say that. That's a lie. When did he say that? I was listening to the whole thing. What? I don't remember hearing that, man. What the fuck? Sky Sports. Ten Hag recruitments, I'm still settling. Are you sure, Jonathan? I don't remember hearing him saying that. Oh, fuck. Hang on a sec. Yeah, okay, so he was asked a question about Maguire. My bad, I missed this during the thing. I must have been talking or something. But he was asked, will Maguire be Man United captain under Ten Hag? And he said, I have to repeat, next season is a different season. He's done a good job. He's a great player. He's achieved a lot in his contribution to Man United, so I'm looking forward to working with him. Hashtag Ten Hag out, guys! What the fuck? That's not what I want to hear. Well, that's put him down a notch in my book. I didn't hear him say that during the presser. But yes, apparently, this is on Sky Sports. He was asked about it. He said, I have to repeat, next season is a different season. He's done a good job. He's a great player. He's achieved a lot. His contribution to Manchester United. What? He said, what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck? This is Glazer puppetry right here. This is big-time Glazer puppetry from the off. Oh, I hate to hear it, guys. I don't want to know that. Fucking Glazer puppet, fucking hand up the back door yet again. What the fuck? I don't remember him saying that either, Batman Night Fan, but that's on Sky Sports. They've got the transcript from it, so look forward to working with him. Yeah, Ten Hag out, Jim, mate. Fuck that, mate. I'm not interested in that. Ten Hag out, mate. That's a game changer already. It is. That's pathetic. Who thinks that Maguire's played well this season? He's been fucking awful. How can you make that assessment and think Maguire's a good player for Man United? That's fucking awful. Anyway, but that is on Sky Sports though, so I didn't hear him say that either there, Batman Night Fan. You disagreed when I heard it, says Jonathan Gallagher. Mate, that's disgusting. That's disgusting, mate, if he said that. Sorry to say. Hey there, Big Bear. What's going on? Couldn't get in the stream last night. Was out with the missus. Hey, no worries. Hope you had a great night, Big Bear. Nice one, bro. We'll be back on tonight. Sliding says he ain't got the bottle to say Slabhead is shite in his first presser. I'm very disappointed with him then. By working with him, he means Slabby don't cut the oranges too thick. Slabby will shoot himself if he's not good enough. Oh, man, that's a terrible start. That's a terrible start. Bro, Maguire is EFL Div 2 level at best, says Ulf. He was just being nice. Maybe, Shane, that's it. I mean, maybe he will assess everyone in the squad and maybe he will, get rid of some of these players based on, offers that come in the transfer window as well. Yeah, maybe so, Susan. She says, I think Erik Ten Hag was being diplomatic when he said it. Yeah, I'd have to go back and listen to it because I actually missed it when he said that live. So it's all about the tone and stuff as well. But I must admit, I think, look, just there's saying that and then there's, actually doing it. So let's see what he does. But I don't think he should. He never said, I'm going to stick with Harry for the captain. He said next season's a new season, and he said next season's a different season. So he doesn't say that he's definitely sticking with him. Mystic Viper, thank you for the super chat there, bro. Yeah, fair enough, KK. He says, if Maguire starts the season as captain, I'm not watching. Mate, I feel you on that one, dude. He's just being diplomatic. Hope so, Gungshi. Hopefully we hear of a new captain being appointed very soon. There you go. That's it, Dutch Christ. There's the quotes there at being gash. Ten Hag's first language isn't English, so perhaps he actually meant Maguire's done a good job in the toilet. He's done a jobby in the toilet. All right, anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We've got 123 likes on the stream. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Do us a favor, drop that like button, show your support for the channel. It's going to be a quiet period over the next couple of weeks with no football on, no games on, no matches on, but we will give you all the latest United news, all the latest updates in regards to transfers and the latest signings and Ten Hag era news. So keep yourself peeled. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you all for tuning in. Do drop that like on this vid. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the old bell icon so you get a notification when we post. Follow us up on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Hey, what's going on there, Chopper, mate? How you been, dude? Getting in here from Australia, mate. Thank you, Primot, as well. Thank you, Ulf, Anthony Holford, Paul Ramsey, Rush Mano, and everybody else. Chopper, thank you, mate. He says, disappointed to hear you say, do Liverpool and Scousers, when a lot of us have been respectful towards United and yourself, to rather see blue win than red. Oh, fair enough, Chopper. Well, I understand that, mate. Fuck the Scousers, bro. Do you think this is some fucking Liverpool sympathiser channel? No, it ain't, mate. Chopper, you legend. You're a nice guy. But fuck the Scousers, mate. I'm well happy to see them not win the title. I fucking hope Madrid smash you up in the final as well. Come on. Ala Madrid. Thank you, though, Chopper. Fair enough. That's just me. If you don't like that, then sorry. Thank you very much, Chopper, for the super chat, you legend, and the mad support of this channel, you absolute hero. Cakehead says, please do a Champions League final watch along, Pig. I will. Definitely will. I really want to support Ala Madrid. Madrid on that night, so he will be. Nice one, Chopper. Nice one, Chris Koo. Nice one, Gaurav, Rushmano, Henrik. Thank you, Henrik. Shane Oliver. Thank you for the super chat. Let's get a Sue in there, by the way, for the Scouser. Yeah, we can do some more videos, QE007. Absolutely. Thank you, Vutinator, Kingslayer, all the moderators. Thank you all for watching this channel, guys, today. Smash the like before we go. Come back afterwards and comment. Let me know your thoughts on Ten Hag's presser. What do you think of his comments about Maguire, etc.? Ronaldo? Come back. Let us know your thoughts. That's it from me, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Come on, United. The Ten Hag era begins. Exciting couple of weeks coming ahead, I think, with signings and players going out, hopefully. So please do keep your eyes peeled for the latest news And we'll give you it all in a no bullshit way. Cheers, Big Bear. Cheers, Gungshi. Cheers, Roshi. All the mods, all the members, everyone for watching this stream and getting in here. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. And I shall see you on the next one. Stay classy. And come on, United. The Eric Ten Hag era begins. Let's be having you. And from another Eric, remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. See.